Good afternoon, everyone. This is Alternator 784, and today we're going to be doing a short flight from Los Angeles International Airport to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. And today I thought we change it up a bit as I normally fly using the Air Canada livery, and today I decided to use United Airlines and try a different livery. But the aircraft I'm using is still a Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the cockpit and get this engine started. So the first thing to do is we're going to turn on the battery and ground power. And I'm just going to adjust the lighting inside here. So we're going to turn on the beacon, navigation, local lights, and all the other lights inside the aircraft, with the exception of the dome light. The dome light that only turn on when it's at night, when it's nighttime, when we're on the ground, so I get a better view of the inside of the aircraft. And then once I take off, I just disable it because it will start to leave a glare with the windshield of the aircraft. And I do apologize to my fans out there that it's been about a week, 2 weeks I haven't been doing live streams. I was waiting for ASUS to come out with a BIOS update and AMD to come out with a driver update for its graphics cards. So today they just AMD released a new update for its software for graphics cards. And this past Friday, ASUS came out with a BIOS update, so hopefully this time I shouldn't run into any issues while streaming. Alright, so those lights are on. Panel lights. And then I'm going to jump into the FMS panel just to configure the V1 rotate and the flaps level, as well as my position indicator and that stuff. And then request clearance from the control and find out which runway I'll be assigned. Most likely going to be assigned runway 25 right from LA International. So I'm going to jump into the FMS panel. And the current time right now is 11:50 a.m. Pacific. But as you can see on my FMS panel, it shows the date correctly as it is 4:20 today. But the time over here, it shows it is 6:50 p.m. This is what we call in flying language UTC fly zone, which is actually the same time zone as London. And if you're from Eastern Daylight Savings time zone, that is about, so let's see, we are almost 3 p.m. So I'm going to just round it off to 3 p.m. here. So this is actually 4 hours ahead of us. So I wouldn't say it's exactly London's England's time zone, but more in the mid-Atlantic time zone. So I'm just going to go in here, and the airport code for LA is KLAX, so I'm going to type it into the airport, copy and paste our GPS location. We are currently at gate E10, and our heading, which is our current location based off a 360-degree angle, we are currently at 68 degrees, so I'm going to punch in here 068 on heading. Now we go to our route, and this is where I'm going to ask Tower for clearance to Phoenix, and they're going to assign me a predetermined runway to take off from.
Los Angeles clearance delivery, United Niner 16 IFR to Sky Harbor, ready to copy.
just like I said, it's gonna be runway 25 right. So now that we know it's runway 25 right, I'm gonna punch in here 25R into runway, and now it's telling me to activate, and I press the green flashing light to execute the command. And on my other screen here, which you guys don't see, it's my GPS for flying. The GPS automatically highlights which runway to take off from the airport, and it already um, realigns the flight path from the departure airport to the arrival airport. So we're gonna continue here, and in this box, this is just my fuel tanks. So in a Boeing 787, the reserve tanks are 37.3 pounds of fuel, which I'm gonna punch in here. Right now, we're currently at 440.9 pounds. And since it's a 1 hour flight, I'm actually not going to even bother refueling the aircraft yet. And this is my cruise altitude, which I'm actually going to set it to 25,000 feet. So in this case, I put FL250. And then the cost index has to be always set at 29. So moving forward, this is for the takeoff flaps, always set at 17 degrees. And these three buttons are when at what speed exactly you should start lifting off and rotating up in the air to keep the nose pitch up for takeoff. And when you're about at VR or V2, that's at the precise speed when you should raise the landing gear. There we go. So that's taken care of. So what I'm gonna do now is contact the ground, and I'm going to start having my passengers board the aircraft. Ground services, ramp connectivity. And I'm going to turn on my software called Passenger Crew Experience. Righty, so there we go. Departure KLAX, arrival KPHX. Flight number 916. Cruising altitude 25,000 feet. Flight time is about an hour. Takeoff time set it to about 45 minutes. 787-10, and we are half full at about 175 passengers this afternoon. Boarding music, United Airlines. Safety demonstration is United. And now, as you guys can hear, there's the background music for United Airlines. Sounds like some jazz or classical music. So on this panel view, I'm just gonna set the autopilot and also for auto throttle. So usually I set to 310 knots. So this is all for the plane to follow the flight path and be aligned, as well as to control the auto throttle. And this is going to be set at 25,000 feet, because that's going to be our cruising altitude for this afternoon. And this panel, I'm going to set it for my radar. Set both screens at 5 degrees. There we go, that's the weather indicator radar. And set this 5 degrees as well. And everything looks set. And now I'm just gonna have the ground crew load up the luggage and the catering services. And while we're doing that, I'm going to turn on the fuel pumps so the fuel mixture could be mixed and pumped. And I'm going to ask my flight crew how much time for boarding.
Yeah, how much longer do we have on our boarding process?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
So boarding is about approximately 10 minutes. So as you can see here, we have the ground crew going to load the luggage and the catering truck loading up food and drinks. So now it's about 7 minutes left until we could start taking off. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is start turning on the generators. And that will start an engine in the back tail over here.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Alright, so about 5 minutes left. I'm going to try to expedite it a little bit faster.
Is there any chance we could expedite the boarding?
Okay, 3 minutes left.
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
Going to lower the flaps to 17 degrees. And you'll probably see that it's starting to get lowered here. Let's see, is it even being lowered? There we go. I hope they're lowered. They should be. Should be lowered, I guess. And the generator in the back is already starting. Oh yeah. Everything's all loaded up and we should be all set to go in a few minutes.
We are ready to go when you are.
Alright, so now that we're ready to go, I'm gonna call the ground and have them push back the aircraft
Good afternoon, ladies
and release the parking brake.
Flight 916 with service
And I'm gonna start turning on engine 2.
hour. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for the
Alright, turn on engine 2.
departure cross-check verified strap.
And as you can see,
Cabin crew
there she goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an
And now I'm gonna do the same for engine 1.
Thank you for flying with us. Welcome aboard. Before we depart, please remove the safety card from the seat pocket in front of you and follow along as we demonstrate the safety features of this Airbus A320 airplane. We appreciate your complete attention to this important safety information. If you're seated in an exit row, you may be required to assist the crew in an emergency. If you're unable to perform the functions described on the safety card, please advise a flight attendant for reseating at the end of this video.
Fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap.
So as you can see right now, there's the safety briefing like usual. And I'm just waiting for the plane to get into a straight line here.
Seatbelt sign is illuminated. Immediately be seated.
Okay, request pushback stop.
Your seatbelt should be fastened at all times when you are seated.
There are 4 exit doors, 2 on each side of the airplane, and 4 window exits located over the wing. Each is equipped with an evacuation slide that automatically inflates.
So now it removed the tug. I'm just gonna reset the brakes on. And we have to wait till the safety video is over with.
Open the upper wing exit by removing the cover and pulling down on the marked handle. Be sure to jump into the slide with your legs in front of you.
And I'm gonna turn on the taxi light.
Away from the airplane. In the event of a water landing, main door slides can be detached from the airplane and used for supplemental flotation. Over wing exits should not be used in a water landing unless directed by a crew member. Look around to locate the 2 exits nearest your seat. In some cases, your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
In an evacuation, exit path light will illuminate to guide you to an exit.
A life vest equipped with a water-activated device is located under or near your seat. It can be identified by a red tab. Do not remove it unless directed by a flight attendant. If needed, pull the red tab to remove the vest. Tear open the pouch, remove and unfold the vest. Secure the vest, slip it over your head. Pull the straps from the back and attach the hook to the ring in front. Pull the waist straps away from you until they are tight around your
And as you can see, these blue arrows help guide me to the runway.
by pulling down sharply on one of the red tabs. If additional flotation is needed, pull the second red tab. You can also inflate the vest by blowing into the tube.
If seated, oxygen mask will drop from above your seat. To start the flow of oxygen, firmly pull a mask toward nose, and mouth. Lift the elastic band over your head and tighten the straps as necessary. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen will flow to the mask. Secure your mask before helping others and continue using until directed by a crew member.
United Airlines is a non-smoking airline. U.S. law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. U.S. law also requires customers to comply with all lighted signs, placards, and crew member instructions. Please ensure your carry-on items and tray tables are stowed, your seat back is in its full upright position, headrest stowed, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Be sure that laptop computers, cell phones, and all personal electronics are turned off and properly stowed. If an emergency evacuation becomes necessary, leave all carry-on items behind.
If you have any questions regarding safety, please ask a flight attendant. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for your attention to safety. It's our pleasure to have you aboard.
Alright, so let's start accelerating. I just want to see. Perfect. I just want to straighten up the plane here. I'm going to let my co-pilot deal with all air traffic control, and I'm do the steering. And there she goes. We're off. Trying to keep the speed limit at 20 knots when you're on the ground. So, gonna take her nice and smooth today. And it's beautiful today in Los Angeles. So one thing I've noticed about LA's airport, it is quite like it looks like it's not like a huge airport, but it actually is. It's more the taxiways, tarmacs, and runways are very long extended, and LA's airport has actually 10 terminals, so it is a pretty big airport. I mean, it is the biggest one on the Pacific coast. But the biggest airport in the U.S. in terms of land area is Denver International, and the airport with the most runways is in Chicago at O'Hare. So I'm gonna try and give you a nice view of the airport here. So those are all the terminals. And if you fly with Air Canada to LA, chances are you're gonna end up being in Terminal 6. I'm gonna try to keep her straight here. And I want to get the speed a little bit down. So I guess this terminal here is Delta because there's a lot of Delta Airlines. Yeah, that's Delta's terminal right there. I think that's Terminal 2 or 3. As far as I think Terminal 2, it's also British Airways. If not, then they're at Terminal 10, which is the Tom Bradley International Terminal, which deals with all international flights. And that terminal was named after Mayor Tom Bradley, who was mayor of LA during the 1992 LA riots. So it looks like we have to wait because there was that little truck that I had to pass by, but no problem. Oh, wait a minute. There's a fire truck right there coming by, so I'm actually gonna let him pass because I don't think he's gonna stop. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. He's Since I have priority, I guess he's giving me the signal. Just like real driving, check your blind spots and rearview mirror. But it's always it's always important, especially when you're flying. Like when we're about to get on the runway, I always do a visual check to see if there's any planes taking off or landing. I think this 747 over here is going to be taking off or landing. Let's see. No, I think he's landing. I think he landed, yeah. Yeah, he's going to the airport. There we go. I have no clue which airline that is, to be honest with you, or if it's just some random guy online. And I just want to see the date and time if it's, yeah, so 12:13 p.m. Pacific. I just want to keep the speed limit low. And I have no idea which plane that is. I think it's... That's either another Boeing 737 right there or it's an Airbus. But this big guy right here on the side, that's definitely hands down as Boeing 747. Oh yeah, there she is. Okay, I think this guy is going the same runway as I am. Okay, I think he's going to the runway on the other side. This guy, yeah. So then he's going on runway 25 left. Okay. All right. I am actually going to turn off the taxi lights and put on the runway turn off light since the runway's like practically right there. Okay, that's an Airbus, I think. It looks nothing. Yeah, looking at the wings, that's probably an Airbus 320 or 330. But this is over here is a Boeing when I'm flying. Alright, so runway 25 right is right there. I'm gonna do my visual. I can actually see a plane in the distance coming in right now. I don't know if he's gonna get to go around or if he's gonna land. And on the other side, facing the Pacific, there's nobody, but there's a plane that looks like he's gonna be landing at any moment. So either I'm gonna be told to hold my position, or he's gonna be forced to go around. So I'm gonna stop right at the hold short spot and wait. Okay, so it looks like that plane that's in the process of landing is probably gonna have to go around because I got clearance. Perfect. Okay, is this guy really gonna land? He's gonna have to go around because I got the clearance. So either this is randomly computerized, or this guy is being another troll. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sorry, buddy, you ain't coming in. Away, move. This guy's seriously for real? It's like, oh, wait, I bet. Nah, he's going on the other side. Okay, never mind. Good. Okay, he's going on 25 left. Okay, is it just me or he doesn't even have his landing gear on? Okay, maybe it's just me. He just put it on now. Okay, that's really a dumb thing to do. Never put your landing gear on the last minute. At least when you're about 3,000 feet from the runway. But yeah, this guy's probably gonna go around. I don't know what he's doing, but that was really a dumb move. I wouldn't have done that. And okay. Yeah, that's definitely a troll. I mean, look, there's a Boeing that's set for takeoff, and he's up in the air. Okay. I have no idea what to say. That's just random, but whatever. So I'm just gonna stop over here at the arrow, try to get my plane in a straight line, and then we're gonna jet. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the runway lights, turn on landing takeoff lights, set the brakes to RTO, which is retroactive takeoff, and I'm going to gradually apply some gas here, keep her straight, and off we go, taking off. Taking off from Hollywood. So once we get to about 120, 130 knots or so, I'm going to start my rotate and pitch up. There we go. Rotate, take off. The auto brake is off. Turn off the lights. Raise the landing gear. And rotate. And we're off. And the flaps automatically go up by themselves. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my first rotation. I have to make a loop.
Outside your window this afternoon and take in the view we have right here.
Okay, I'm gonna try keep her low. Yeah, I went a little bit too high. They're not a good idea, but alrighty. I shouldn't have done that because like I went very rough on the turn. And my passengers are not too pleased with that, but that was a mistake on my part. So now I'm going to start my gradual climb here.
We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything's looking good up here in the cockpit. Please let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make
So
it
here's downtown LA, also in the distance there. And yeah, that's more downtown area, also where the Staples Center is. And you'll see in a couple of moments as I fly towards one of the port areas, there's Anaheim right there. So pretty much Anaheim is like, I would say like the West Island, Laval of Montreal. What a beautiful day it is in Hollywood. Man, I wish our Montreal's weather was like this every day. I'd rather be dying of heat at a beach on the Pacific Ocean than freezing my ass off in the winter in the snow. So right here is the port area of LA, where like all the freight and cargo comes in. And I think somewhere around here is SoFi Stadium, where the Chargers and the Rams are gonna play. And Anaheim is up ahead here. You're gonna see in a couple of minutes. So this is Long Beach, California. Right here, beautiful. Ah, there looks like there's a stadium right there too. Cool. Probably UCLA or something. I'm not too sure. I mean, LA is a big, big city. I think it's the second largest city in the United States, right after New York. So right here, I think that is an yeah, that's an Air Force base actually right here. Interesting. And Anaheim is right around here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatories.
So now I have to get all the way up to about 18,000 feet.
Wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access a wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
The flying distance between Montreal and Phoenix, Arizona is like an hour.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask
So here's Long Beach over here. There's like a field over here. I don't know what this is. Probably some grassland. And downtown LA is like right over here in the distance. Around here. You don't see it well right now because we're over 10,000 feet. You get a better view of it when you're like 5,000 feet or less. Alrighty. So I'm gonna try and show you guys in a second here as I'm flying. There's a Honda Center where the Anaheim Ducks play, and Angel Stadium where the Anaheim Angels baseball team plays. I'm gonna start curving here because now we're gonna start heading towards the desert. Let me see. Somewhere around here. I know this is Anaheim around here. Or further ahead, but it's around here, guys. All right, I think Anaheim is right here, or maybe I passed it, but just to say it's. Oh no, there it is. There we go. That's Anaheim, guys. So let me just rotate here. So there's Honda Center right over there, and that's Angel Stadium. Yep. So we're flying over Anaheim, and now we're leaving the California, and well, not California entirely, but the greater LA airspace. And I'm gonna try and ask the tower to get me up to 25,000 feet. Okay, not yet. At 21,000 feet. There we go, 25,000 feet. Right, so we're almost at our cruising altitude here, and we're gonna start heading towards the desert area, and most likely touching part of the Grand Canyon as well. So as you can see, we're still over some suburb areas of California, probably in the outskirts or something, or maybe some Indian reserves, because there are a lot of Indian reserves, obviously, like are in the desert, so it could be that. But I love the detail in this game that that Microsoft has done over the last several months and years. I have to say, out of all video game companies, it's a toss up between Microsoft and Blizzard Entertainment that actually take the time to ensure that any game they release comes out smooth and runs as amazing as possible. And obviously, the worst ones it's definitely gotta be EA. They're just greedy. Sorry to all you EA people out there, but hey, it's my opinion. Freedom of expression. Alright, I'm about 1,000 feet over, but I'm gonna go a little bit low. So we are now at cruising altitude. As you can see, we're in the 25,000 range. And usually when I'm at cruising altitude, that's when the flight crew starts serving like complimentary in-flight snacks or drinks. And if it's like early in the morning, they'll do breakfast. Like around 12:30, it's lunch. Then like in the evening, it's supper time. So now they're starting to serve snacks and drinks.
In a few moments,
There we go.
we'll be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note that we only accept credit cards.
So we are now at 25,000 feet, and the goal is right now is just to maintain it until it's time to start descending towards our destination airport, which is going to be Phoenix. But obviously, right now we're out of the LA airspace. Well, not the airspace entirely, but like the city, and we're somewhere in the desert, like outside of LA. So this is still probably the California like desert area, or somewhere along. I would maybe the San Andreas fault or something like that, and part of the Grand Canyon coming up ahead. So there we go. We're just gonna get line under the line there, but we're doing okay. Usually, air traffic control, even though they're strict at your assigned altitude, they would let slide sometimes if you're like 100 feet above or 100 feet below. And looks like there's like a little airport here. Yeah, it must be like an Air Force base or something. Let me see there. Yeah, that's definitely like either a small regional airport, like a county area, or it's like an Air Force or something. And as you can see, there's still the Pacific. Oh, no, it's not. This is just a lake over here. Okay, that's odd. I have to tell me to start moving here. It sometimes gets a little bit annoying, like when the waypoints are like so close to each other, and it's like you have to shift left and right very drastically. But I tried to keep the pitch up and the angle of attack a small percentage. Like if you're 10% and up, then you're gonna just end up doing a barrel roll or something. There we go. Okay, I'm actually 300 feet above. I'm gonna just keep a little bit low here. Alright, so we're doing good in terms of the altitude. To maintain runway 31. I don't see no airport in the side. Nope. Yeah, I know. Gotta climb a little bit. Right, so we're back at the cruise altitude. So as you can see, we're still flying in the desert area. It's gonna probably in the next half hour or so we should be in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Right. So now we're heading into another airspace. So in about, I would say in about half an hour or so we should be arriving.
We will win this for Mother Russia! 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 We will win this for Mother...
Yep. So now we're out of California. We're in New Mexico right now. Well, actually, no. Technically, we shouldn't be in New Mexico because New Mexico is next to Arizona on the right hand side. But I think it's just we're in their airspace. Really weird. So we're still in the desert here, as you can see, and my ETA shows about half hour to 45 minutes maximum till we start landing. Alright, we're almost in Phoenix, guys, so I'm going to start descending to 15,000 feet. And here's our descent. Okay, we're at 22,000. So I'm going to gradually start descending. Alright, so we're descending at about a rate of 2,000 feet per minute, which is pretty good, not bad, you know. Alright, so I'm still at about 20,000 feet. I want to try and get it down. We have to get it down to about 15,000. So as you can see, it looks like Phoenix is right around the corner there somewhere. Then again, Arizona is a desert state. That's why it's nicknamed the Grand Canyon State, and I think the Grand Canyon is somewhere up ahead, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're at 17,000 feet. Right, so we're about 15,000 feet. There's a plane in my radar, but where? Oh, there he is. Okay, that must be it. And another. I'm gonna start to put the speed brake a little. I'm gonna set my speed brake down so I can lower the my speed a bit. I'm gonna put my flap at 5 degrees for now. Oh no, it's rejecting it. Yeah, not a good thing to do. But I'm gonna keep the speed brake down. Keep it at 9,000 feet. Gonna get it down to 9,000 feet as indicated and instructed. Yeah, we're almost there. I think Phoenix is somewhere around here in this desert area, probably. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in Phoenix, guys. As you can see, there's a suburbs here in Phoenix. And the airport should be somewhere around here, probably. And I'm going to start setting her down to 10 degrees. Yeah, now we're in approach mode practically. And any minute now, the air traffic control is gonna assign a designated runway to land at. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Phoenix, 2 p.m. Okay, not mistaken. Yeah, yeah. Phoenix is actually Mountain Time, which is an hour ahead of LA and 2 hours behind Montreal. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump into my FMS and put in the arrival coordinates. So the our approach is, I'm just gonna double check that. We are gonna be landing at where are we? Runway 26 and C-run transition. So ILS 26. There we go. Execute, and it's there. Perfect. Ooh, just straighten her out. Phoenix, good. Okay. Yeah, so we're in Arizona now, guys.
We're going to be beginning our descent shortly. We're trying to do our best to make sure we bring this thing nice, smooth, and on time for you folks back there.
It's pretty laid out. It's like a lot of rural desert area here with a lot of nice, some decent suburbs in the desert. A lot of swimming pools in people's houses. Keep at 7,000 feet over here. Just want to double check if it's 7,000 feet. I should be. Yeah, it is 7,000 feet. And the approach is about 65 kilometers away, but this is a Phoenix area, and like that's downtown Phoenix, as you can see right around there. Paradise Air Park. You don't see a good rendition, like it's not rendered well because we're still quite high up in the air. But right there is the airport, so we're gonna have to do like a loop over or something like that. And somewhere around here is the Gila River Arena where the Arizona Coyotes play, and the Cardinals Stadium where the Arizona Cardinals football team plays. All right, now we're starting to get a good view as we get closer. So that's downtown Phoenix, right around there, and there's the airport. I think we're gonna be landing on that side there, so I'm probably gonna have to do a loop. It seems like it. And right there, this building here is the Arizona Diamondbacks baseball team stadium, and let's see, are there any other stadiums I can recognize here? This I think is Gila River. I'm not too sure because the stadiums are not that far from each other. But this right here is where the baseball team is. Yeah. I know. 500 feet below. And here's the airport. And what's right over there? Wait, is that Glendale or something? But yeah. I'm descending. I'm descending. Oh, okay, I get. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a turn there, then gradually go down so it's straight line. Okay, I get it. Okie doke. Yeah, it's one thing I noticed is when you're on the approach, trying to maintain your airspeed is sometimes a hassle because depending at any moment they'll tell you to go high or go up. And I'm assuming now I'm gonna have to do a turn. Yeah, you see what I mean? There was no point in me going to 7,000 feet. I'm gonna have to start turning anyways. Okay, I'm gonna keep it up a little bit here. Yeah, you see, start going low and just keep the nose up slightly. Okay, there's the waypoint. So I'm gonna try and get into a straight line here. First turn, make a sharp 45-degree angle right turn, and then I'm gonna start to get my sharp. There we go. I try to keep the nose pitch up just a little bit there. Alrighty. And I'm gonna let's see. Can I? No, not the flaps. There we go. Landing gear. And now we're gonna start getting into the final approach. And we're actually 10 minutes ahead of schedule, which is amazing.
The flight deck, we're very slightly ahead of
Alright, let's just raise over here. So I have to get into these square boxes here. It's gonna say I'm going too fast, but actually I'm not. Yeah, you see? There we go. And I'm gonna put on my landing lights and set the runway like auto brake to level 2. And we're doing pretty good. I just want to straighten her out. And we're going to be landing at any moment now. Nice, beautiful view of Phoenix here. There's a desert. And my flaps are automatically set at 18 degrees. And I'm going to just lower my throttle automatically, set my brakes, and let the aircraft come to a nice land. Hopefully it's not going to be a hard landing. We're about less than 1,000 feet away from the runway, but I want to keep her straight. I'm going to set the flaps down. I'm going to set her all the way down. The gas does go up a little bit, but it's fine. We're doing very well. And there are the PAPI lights telling me that landing is pretty good. 500 feet, which is good. 400. Yep. 3, 2, 1. We're at about less than 100 feet. Ooh, that was a hard land. Bam! That was a hard land. Ouch. Oh yeah, that was definitely hard. And we're in Phoenix, guys. But yeah, I guess we could all agree that that was one of my hardest landings.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Phoenix. The local time is 2:30 p.m. and it's currently about 55 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items can get shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
So now I'm going to contact the ground and I'm going to go to a gate. And this is Phoenix, Arizona, guys. So I'm just gonna taxi to the gate, and then I'll call it a day for this video. But I am gonna live stream probably tonight and do some more flights. Okay, so we're at gate B25, and it's right over there. It looks like in front of us we got Southwest Airlines flight 4810, and he just came in from Columbus, Ohio. How I could tell is by the 4-digit code at the airport. KCMH is Columbus, Ohio. So I'm just gonna slow her down a little bit because this guy is in the front of me here. And the terminal's right on that side there. Okay, this guy's moving, so I'm just gonna hold her still a bit. Just give him some space. Okay, I could advance a little bit. Okay, so Southwest Airlines is parking in that side, so I'm on the other side here. Right, so I'm just gonna have to make a little U-turn there and park right there. Right, I'm gonna make a U-turn here. And I'm gonna park. Brakes on. parking brake, turn off the engines, turn off the generators, and ground power's on. And that completes our flight, guys. So again, thank you so much for watching my live feed. And again, please don't forget to rate, comment, and